Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I'm going to go out praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the whole full leg, 144,000, and the one-third man with the children in that order. This is Shemaria Olive with the Great Millstone, chapter out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And today's video is pretty much going to be, the title of this, Humble Yourself. You have entered the labors, or you have entered into the labor of great man before you. And the reason why I titled that is that, you know, being a younger brother in the truth, you know, this will be my 4th Passover coming up. It just always been in my spirit to, you know, no matter, you know, what the elders say about great men that, you know, that have went by the wayside or whatever had happened, it was never my place to really speak on that because, you know, again, I didn't know those people personally, you know, and to speak on them in a manner of disrespect, you know. Now, when it comes to this doctrine, you know, we must speak the right 100% truth that comes through the scriptures, you know. So as far as that correction goes, we can speak on that. But to take it further than that, this shows a lack of discretion, discernment, and just a lack of just blatant disrespect for those men who have labored before us, that has given us key tools to use in this time to help us grow and continue to build. Now, with that being said, you know, and I there's no need to say names. We all know who's doing it, but this is just the overall view of all those that are doing it. This is Proverbs 16. Matter of fact, before I get that, I'm gonna grab the one because I kind of quoted it. You know, I don't want to butcher it. This is John 4:38. It reads, it says, "I sent you to reap that wherein you bestowed no labor." And what he's saying is, this is the Lord speaking, saying, I sent you to gather. Gather what? Our job is to do. Go gather the elect, you know, the lost sheep. Go gather the elect, you know. So he said he sent us to go gather, reap that wherein ye bestowed no labor. So when we entered in this thing, it was already established, starting with Yahushai and to all the great men before us, on down to today, to our apostles, Apostle Elder Tahar, on down to the youngest brother that is speaking and laboring and doing, staying on that straight gate, and you know, continue to trim their lamps, you know, getting that knowledge, being able to bring it out, you know, being able to really see it, you know, through those labors that the elders have established in the beginning, that foundation, you know. It says, and ye have entered into their labors. Yeah, we have entered into their labors. We have entered into this. We have entered the sacrifice in our bodies, using, you know, Salakia, using our bodies as a living sacrifice. You know, every time we go out there in the highways and byways. And it was a video circulating around with General Yohana speaking on High Priest Ariah, Elder High Priest Ariah, about how he gave him that garment, and he told him, you know, no matter if I quit preaching and teaching this truth, you continue on. You know, that right there struck a, you know, it lit another fire in me, because it made me realize, like, hey man, no matter what, we're still in these mortal bodies, and it's ultimately up to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai whether we continue to endure, and also too, how much knowledge do we have in this truth, you know. And so we got to be humble, we got to be grateful, and we got to be to have that fear on us, because the Lord can easily take it away from us. All right. Okay. All right. And so this is Proverbs 16:18. It says, "Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." So you men out there that are prideful and arrogant, you know, who have entered into the labors of another man, and not understanding discretion, not understanding your place in this truth, you know. Hey, regardless of the fact, you know, we when we get on people about the doctrine, okay? We don't take it further than that. Because at the end of the day, especially younger men in this thing that are less than 15, 10 years, you need not to say any goddamn thing. Keep your mouth shut, you know? You know, keep your mouth shut, man. And be humble, you know? And this is why, because these guys get puffed up because they gain knowledge and understanding in this thing, and then they think they know everything, but yet lacking other areas, you know? Lacking areas when it comes to the MOTB. Lacking other areas when it comes to certain doctrines about not wearing a hat, you know? Covering your head, you know? There's so many different things. And so with that being said, it's like, what you proud for? Proud for what? Proud for what? You've entered in the labors of another man. Proud for what? Come on, man. This is 1 Corinthians 8:1, and it reads, it says, now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. And the point is, knowledge puffeth up. And we've seen this across the board. We've seen this across the board, man. You know, with these guys, these startup groups, these guys who learn a little bit about, you know, being an Israelite, and then they think they have it all. They don't want to continue on learning under elders that are teaching them and guiding them. You know, they're trying to get to the meat right away, and right now that's the spiritual side of what they're doing. They're choking because they're not built up correctly, because they let their pride get the best of them. And hey, that pride is going to come with a great fall. It's quite fitting that a lot of you are being so disrespectful and going off right before the Passover, man. It just shows a sign of, you know, what the Lord is doing. He's revealing you. You know, the passing of Elder High Priest Ariah was a telltale to bring out all the disrespectful, scoffing, Israelites that are amongst us. You know, this is Matthew 15:4, and it reads, it says, for the Most High commanded, saying, honor thy father and thy mother, and he that curses father or mother, let him die the death. And this is twofold. This is speaking of our physical parents and also our spiritual parents. So, man, you guys got to be mindful, man. You know, and it was in my spirit, like right away. Regardless of what the elders have said concerning their teachers, man, it's not my place to say anything against it, except to speak the true doctrine. That's it. Who the hell am I to get disrespectful about another man? That the Lord, hey, man's going to the Lord. How much we understand our own way. So regardless, whatever happens out here, man, it's the Lord is in control of it all. All right? And in the end, we all will be saved, man. So, Lord willing, you're edified through this my 2 cents on the situation. It's been on my spirit. Finally got time to really sit down and really assess it and bring it all together. Again, man, that pride gonna get the best of y'all out there, man. And we right before the Passover too. How quite fitting. You better hope that you're a part of the elect. With that being said, I'm going to go out praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Ruach a double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace salutations to the whole 144,000 and 1/3 men and children in that order. It's Shemai Allah again with the Great Millstone chapter in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Until next time, Shalom.